It was just after sunrise in a small coastal town of Japan, where the ocean breeze carries the scent of seaweed and the sound of early morning laughter echoes through narrow streets. Every morning at exactly 6:15, Grandpa Hideo would rise without an alarm clock. No groans, no stiffness, no need to steady himself against the wall. At 87, he moved like someone half his age. His secret? It wasn't just clean living or good genes. It was dinner. I remember the morning I watched him eat, yes, eat, his way to strength. The night before, his dinner was simple. A bowl of miso soup with tofu and wakame, grilled mackerel, some steamed pumpkin, and a cup of warm barley tea. Nothing fancy. But what happened next surprised me. He slept like a rock and woke up even more energized than the night before. Back in the US, we often focus on what to eat, but in Japan, especially among their elders, it's also about when and why, especially in the evening. That final meal before bed can either wear you down or quietly rebuild you. And science is starting to catch up with what Grandpa Hideo already knew. Certain vitamins, especially vitamin D and B6, don't just keep you healthy, they actually help your muscles recover and grow while you sleep. In today's video, we're going to uncover the secrets of 2 specific vitamins hidden in Japanese dinners that help you wake up stronger, gently, naturally, and without needing a gym membership. But before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from, and what time is it for you right now? Please let me know in the comments below. I truly look forward to reading them. And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. Let's explore how food, timing, and tradition can help you feel stronger tomorrow, starting tonight. Why do older adults lose muscle at night, and why does it matter? Every night while we sleep, our bodies do more than just rest. They rebuild. Muscles, bones, and even our immune systems go through a quiet repair process. But as we age, especially after 60, something begins to change. That natural nighttime repair slows down. And for many older adults, this slowdown means muscle loss. Quiet, invisible, but deeply impactful. You may not even notice it at first. Maybe you wake up feeling a bit weaker than yesterday. Maybe you struggle just a little more to get out of a chair. Or perhaps your legs feel just a touch shakier walking down the stairs. That's how it begins. This isn't just aging. It's called sarcopenia, a gradual loss of muscle mass that affects nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60. But here's what most people don't know. A big part of this loss happens during sleep, not just during the day. That's because your muscles depend on a few key ingredients to rebuild: protein, hormones, rest, and yes, specific vitamins. Without the right nutrients in the evening, your body may break down more muscle than it repairs while you sleep. Over time, that adds up to weakness, falls, and even hospital visits. In Japan, where people often live active, healthy lives well into their 80s and 90s, this muscle loss seems to happen more slowly. Why? Researchers believe their evening habits, especially their dinner choices, play a big role. Unlike in the West, where dinner might be skipped or replaced with processed snacks, the Japanese often treat dinner as their recovery meal. It's not heavy, but it's thoughtful. Foods are chosen not just for taste, but for function, to support sleep, digestion, and overnight repair. So instead of grabbing chips or toast before bed, imagine a warm bowl of miso soup, some simmered vegetables, and grilled fish, all gently feeding the body what it needs to rebuild, not break down. There's even a beautiful Japanese phrase for this mindset: ichi ju sansaizi, which means 1 soup, three sides. It's a traditional way of balancing nutrients in a simple, calming dinner. And built into that tradition are the very vitamins we're about to talk about, ones that support muscle health even while you sleep. And here's the good news. This isn't about eating more. It's about eating smarter, especially at night. Because when you give your body the right nutrients before bed, you're not just resting, you're rebuilding. The secret in the Japanese evening meal: step into a Japanese home at 6:30 in the evening. And you might notice something different. There's no rush, no microwave beeping, no plastic containers. Instead, there's a quiet rhythm. Rice gently steaming, miso soup simmering, fish sizzling softly on the pan. The table is low, the lighting warm, and more importantly, the food is intentional. For older adults in Japan, dinner isn't just a meal. It's a ritual of recovery, a way to prepare the body for healing overnight. The typical Japanese evening meal isn't heavy or greasy. It's light, nourishing, and surprisingly strategic. While Americans often consume most of their calories earlier in the day or load up on comfort food at night, the Japanese tend to balance their energy and nutrients more evenly across meals. One key feature is the inclusion of foods rich in vitamins that support muscle recovery without needing to take a pill. Let's look at a real-life example. Mrs. Takahashi, a 74-year-old grandmother in Kyoto, prepares her evening meal with quiet joy. Tonight, her dinner includes a small bowl of rice miso soup with tofu and green onions, grilled salmon, steamed kabocha squash, pickled daikon radish, and a few slices of avocado with a splash of lemon. It looks simple, but every part of that meal plays a role. The salmon and tofu provide clean protein. The squash offers natural vitamin B6, and the miso? It contains fermented soy, rich in amino acids and minerals that soothe the gut and aid digestion, essential for older bodies. But there's something even more interesting: the timing. Most Japanese elders eat dinner between 6 and 7 p.m. Not too late, not too close to bedtime. This gives the body time to digest gently, absorb nutrients, and begin the repair process even before sleep starts. Modern science is beginning to validate these traditions. A 2021 study from Tokyo Medical University found that elderly adults who consumed vitamin D-rich foods in the evening had better overnight muscle protein synthesis than those who didn't. In simple terms, they built more muscle while they slept, just from how they ate dinner. That's the quiet genius of the Japanese way. Small actions with big impact. And it's not about fancy ingredients. It's about how they're combined and when they're eaten. So what can we learn from this? First, dinner should be light but nutrient-rich. Second, the earlier, the better. And finally, include foods that naturally contain the building blocks your body needs overnight, especially vitamin D and vitamin B6. Vitamin D, the sunlight vitamin, that builds muscle while you sleep. When we hear vitamin D, most of us think about sunshine, a walk in the morning, a few rays of light on the skin. But what if I told you that vitamin D is also hard at work while you sleep, quietly helping your muscles stay strong, even as your eyes are closed? For older adults, this vitamin isn't just helpful, it's essential. As we age, our ability to absorb vitamin D naturally decreases. That means even if you spend time in the sun, your body might not be getting enough. And here's where it matters. Vitamin D helps regulate the body's use of calcium and phosphorus, which are vital for strong bones and healthy muscles. But it also supports muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to repair and build muscle tissue, especially during deep sleep. Now, Imagine your muscles are like a team of builders. While you rest, they quietly get to work, patching up micro tears, laying down new strength. But without enough vitamin D, the team is understaffed. The repairs slow down. Weakness creeps in. In the US, studies show that nearly 60% of adults over 65 are deficient in vitamin D. And yet in Japan, older adults consistently show higher levels, not because of supplements, but because of food. Let's take a look at where the Japanese get their vitamin D, naturally, deliciously, and every evening. One of the most powerful sources is grilled fish, especially types like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. These fatty fish are staples in the Japanese diet, often served in small portions but packed with nutrients. A single serving of grilled mackerel, for example, can deliver more than half your daily vitamin D needs. And it's not just the fish. Shiitake mushrooms, when dried under the sun, develop a surprising amount of vitamin D. They're commonly added to soups or simmered dishes, especially in the evening. Just a handful of these mushrooms can offer a meaningful boost to your vitamin D intake. Then there's natto, fermented soybeans. A unique sticky dish with a strong flavor, natto is rich in not only vitamin D, but also vitamin K2 and probiotics that support absorption. Many older Japanese eat natto with rice for dinner or even as a light evening snack. But perhaps what makes these choices most powerful is how they're eaten. Slowly, mindfully, with gratitude. There's a Japanese phrase that captures this approach, hara hachibu, which means eat until you're 80% full. It's a gentle reminder to eat enough to nourish, not to overload. And by following this practice, digestion improves, allowing nutrients like vitamin D to be better absorbed. Let's not forget that the body doesn't just need vitamin D, it needs to be in the right state to use it. That's why combining vitamin D-rich foods with calming habits, like a warm bath or herbal tea before bed, can make a real difference. When the body is relaxed, it absorbs nutrients more effectively. Muscles repair more efficiently. So if you're wondering whether one small piece of grilled salmon or a bowl of mushroom soup can really change how you feel in the morning, the answer is yes. And it starts with a mindset that your dinner is not just the end of the day, but the beginning of recovery. Vitamin B6, the sleep-supporting key that helps muscles recover, while vitamin D works like a builder, repairing, strengthening, reinforcing. Vitamin B6 is more like a guide. It gently helps your body enter deep, restful sleep. And once you're there, it quietly supports the chemical reactions that rebuild your muscles from the inside out. But here's the thing. As we age, our ability to absorb and use vitamin B6 also decreases. That's one reason many older adults don't just struggle with weak muscles. They also struggle with poor sleep, restless legs, or nighttime cramps. These aren't separate problems. They're often connected. So what is vitamin B6 really? It's a water-soluble vitamin involved in over 100 enzyme reactions in the body, especially those related to protein metabolism. That means if your dinner includes protein, your body needs vitamin B6 to actually use it to rebuild muscles. But there's more. Vitamin B6 is also essential for producing melatonin and serotonin, the hormones that regulate sleep and mood. In other words, without enough B6, your sleep may become lighter, shorter, or more fragmented, and that means your muscles never get the full time they need to recover. In Japan, elders have long known this, though they may not use the scientific words. They simply know that eating certain foods at night helps them sleep deeper and wake up stronger. Let's take a closer look at those foods. One of the richest sources of natural vitamin B6 in the Japanese diet is kabocha, the Japanese pumpkin. It's sweet, soft when steamed, and packed with nutrients. Older adults often enjoy it as a warm evening side dish. Just half a cup can provide up to 20% of daily B6 needs. Another common B6-rich food? Tuna, especially lightly grilled or served in small pieces in rice bowls. Alongside miso soup or vegetables, it creates a light, protein-rich meal that's also soothing to the body. Bananas, though not traditionally Japanese, are now widely eaten in Japan, especially among elders. One small banana in the evening not only offers B6, but also magnesium and fiber to support digestion and muscle relaxation. And then there's spinach, often served in small portions with sesame or soy. It's easy to chew, gentle on the stomach, and packed with B6, along with iron and folate, key nutrients for energy and recovery. These foods don't scream superfood, but that's the beauty of it. The Japanese approach isn't about maximizing nutrients through powders or pills. It's about harmonizing nutrients through whole foods, timing, and peaceful habits. There's even a lovely practice in some older Japanese households, preparing dinner while listening to calming music, often instrumental or nature sounds. By the time they sit down to eat, the body is already in a relaxed state, ready to absorb, to rest, to heal. And when vitamin B6 is combined with this kind of calm evening ritual, the results speak for themselves. Deeper sleep, fewer cramps, better muscle recovery. If you've been waking up tired, or your muscles feel weaker each morning, maybe it's not just age. Maybe your body is asking for something gentle, something natural, like vitamin B6 from a warm dish of kabocha or a small bowl of grilled tuna over rice. 4 gentle Japanese dinners that feed your muscles while you sleep. In Japan, dinner is often a quiet celebration, not of big occasions or milestones, but of the body itself, a way of saying, thank you for today. Here's what you need to rest and recover. Here are 4 real evening meals inspired by the kitchens of older adults across Japan. Each one is simple, each one is soothing, and each one is designed, whether knowingly or traditionally, to deliver vitamin D, B6, and gentle nourishment before sleep. 1. Grilled mackerel with miso soup and pumpkin. At the heart of this dinner is saba, grilled mackerel, a rich source of vitamin D. Served alongside a bowl of miso soup with tofu and wakame and a side of steamed kabocha, Japanese pumpkin. This meal is a classic in many elderly Japanese homes. The fish supports muscle protein synthesis. The pumpkin brings in vitamin B6, which supports melatonin production for deep sleep. And the miso, fermented, warm, and mineral-rich, soothes the digestive system and calms the nerves. Many elders enjoy this meal slowly, with green tea or barley tea, often while watching a peaceful TV program or chatting quietly with family. 2. Shiitake and spinach nimono, simmered dish with rice and grilled salmon. In this gentle evening plate, shiitake mushrooms and spinach are simmered in a light dashi broth with a touch of soy sauce and mirin. Shiitake offers vitamin D, while spinach adds B6 and iron, making this dish a powerhouse for overnight recovery. Grilled salmon on the side enhances the vitamin D profile, and a small bowl of rice balances the meal with comforting energy. What makes this dinner special is its softness, easy to chew, easy to digest. For older adults who may struggle with tougher textures, this meal brings warmth and ease. 3. tofu and natto rice bowl with avocado and pickled radish. This is a lighter, modern take inspired by traditional ingredients. Tofu offers gentle plant protein and calcium. Natto, though sticky and bold in flavor, is a staple in Japanese elder nutrition, rich in vitamin D, K2, and beneficial bacteria that help the gut absorb nutrients more efficiently. A few slices of avocado provide healthy fats and vitamin B6, while pickled daikon radish, takuan, aids digestion. It's the kind of dinner many older Japanese might enjoy on a warm evening. Light, nourishing, and deeply functional. 4. Tuna and egg ochazuke, rice with tea broth. Ochazuke is a humble comfort food, warm rice with green tea poured over, topped with small portions of savory ingredients. For this version, we add a few slices of seared tuna, rich in B6, and a soft-boiled egg, containing both D and B6. The warm tea broth helps hydrate the body before bed, and the mild flavors calm the senses. It's perfect for those who have little appetite at night, but still want nourishment. Ochazuke is often seen as the food of rest. It's light on the stomach, but heavy with meaning, something you eat when you want to feel cared for. Evening rituals in Japan that boost vitamin absorption and muscle repair. In Japan, the time after dinner is not rushed. It's a soft landing into rest, a transition, not a shutdown. And it turns out, this peaceful space between dinner and bedtime may be one of the most important parts of recovery, because even the best nutrients can only help you if your body is ready to receive them. Here are a few calming habits practiced by many older adults in Japan. These aren't complicated routines or expensive supplements. They're simple rituals that over time create the perfect environment for vitamins like D and B6 to do their quiet work overnight. 1. The evening bath, ofuro. In many Japanese homes, taking a warm bath before bed is a sacred ritual. The water is not too hot, not too cold, just enough to warm the body and relax the nervous system. A 15-minute soak can increase blood flow, support digestion, and ease tension in the muscles. This warmth also helps the gut absorb nutrients more efficiently. When circulation improves, your body is better able to distribute vitamins and minerals to the places that need healing, like sore muscles or aging joints. 2. Gentle movement. After dinner, while in the West, many people go straight from the dinner table to the couch or bed, Japanese elders often engage in yuyurui undo, gentle movement. This could be a slow walk around the neighborhood, watering plants, or even light stretching. These small actions help digestion, improve circulation, and prevent nighttime stiffness. More importantly, they encourage your body to start the recovery process early, before sleep even begins. 3. Disconnecting from bright lights and screens. In older Japanese homes, evenings are lit with soft, warm lighting. Fluorescent lights are dimmed. TVs are turned down or off completely. Many older adults avoid screens entirely after 8 p.m., preferring radio, music, or quiet conversation. This reduction in artificial light allows melatonin, your natural sleep hormone, to rise. And since vitamin B6 plays a role in melatonin production, this creates a beautiful synergy. Less light, more natural melatonin, better use of B6, and deeper sleep. 4. Herbal teas and mindful breathing. Instead of desserts or wine, many Japanese elders end the evening with mugicha, barley tea, or yomogi tea, mugwort, both known for their calming, digestive properties. These warm drinks relax the stomach and signal to the body that rest is near. Some also practice deep breathing, In through the nose, out through the mouth, in a quiet space. This gentle breath work calms the nervous system, slows the heart rate, and prepares the body to fully rest and absorb what it's been given. As the day winds down and the sky turns soft, your body listens. It listens to what you give it. It listens to how you rest. And most of all, it listens to how gently you care for yourself. What we've learned from the Japanese way of eating is simple but powerful. Strength doesn't always come from effort. It often comes from care. From a bowl of warm soup, from a quiet walk after dinner, from letting nutrients like vitamin D and B6 quietly rebuild your body, cell by cell, while you sleep. Tonight, you have a choice. You can rush through another evening, or you can try something different, something slower, softer, wiser. You don't need to change your whole life. Just begin with one small thing. A piece of grilled fish, a warm tea, or 5 minutes of stillness before bed. Let that be your new habit of healing. And when you wake up tomorrow, maybe just a little less stiff, a little more steady, you'll know. The work began long before the morning. Thank you for being here and for taking time to honor your health, your age, and your journey.